Now, machine learning has given the computer systems the ability to automatically learn without being explicitly programmed. So, but how does a machine learning system work? So, it can be described using the life cycle of machine learning, and it is a life cyclic process to build an efficient machine learning project. So, the main purpose of the life cycle is to find a solution to the problem, or we can say a project. Uh, Basically, machine learning life cycle involves seven major steps, which are uh, gathering data, data preparation, data wrangling, analyze data, train the model, test the model, and also deployment. So, the most important thing is in the complete process is to understand the problem and to know the process of problem. Therefore, before starting the life cycle, we need to understand the problem, because the good result depends on the better understanding of the problem. In this complete life cycle process, to solve a problem, we create a machine learning system called model, and this is model is created by providing training. But to train a model, we need data. Hence, life cycle starts by collecting the data. So let's discuss one by one. First one is gathering data. Uh, it is a first step of the machine learning life cycle, and the goal of this step is to identify and obtain all data related problems. So in this step, we need to identify the different data sources, as data can be collected from various sources such as files, such as database, internet, or mobile devices. So it is one of the most important steps of the life cycle, and the quantity and quality of the collected data will determine the efficiency of the data. The more will be the data, and the more accurate will be the prediction. So this step includes these three tasks, like means identify various data sources and collected data, collect the data and integrate the data obtained from different sources. These three, by performing the task, we get a you know coherent set of data, also called as the data set. So it will be used in further steps in data preparation or other steps. So now, after collecting the data, we need to prepare it for further steps. Data preparation is a step where we put our data into a suitable place and prepare it to use in our machine learning training. But in this step, first we put all data together and then randomize the ordering of data. And this step can be further divided into two process, like data exploration and data processing. Basically, in data exploration, we have to use to understand the nature of data that we have to work with, and we need to understand the characteristics, format, and quality of data. uh, a better understanding of data leads to an effective outcomes. In this we find uh, like correlations, general trends, and outliers used in this way. And second one, as I mentioned, is data pre-processing. That is again, now the next step is pre-processing of data for its analysis. Now, third step is data wrangling. Basically, it is the process of cleaning and converting raw data into a usable format, and it is the process of cleaning the data, selecting the also selecting the variables to use, and we can say transforming the data in a proper format to make it more suitable for analyze in the next step. So it is one of the most important steps of the complete process, and cleaning of data is required to address the quality issues. It is not necessary that data we have collected is always of our use, as some of data may not be useful. So in real world applications, collected data may have various issues, including the missing values, duplicate data, invalid data, and noise. So we use various filtering techniques to clean the data. It is mandatory to detect and remove the above issues, these three issues: missing values, duplicate data, invalid data, and noise. Four issues, because it can negatively affect the quality of the outcomes. So our third step is data analysis. Basically, now the cleaned and prepared data is passed on the analysis step. So this step involves the selection of analytical techniques and building models, and also review the results. So the M of this step is to build a machine learning model to analyze the data using various analytical techniques and review the outcomes. It starts with the determination of the type of the problems, where we select the machine learning techniques such as classification, regression, cluster analysis, association, and etc. Then build the model using prepared data and evaluate the model. Hence, in this step, we take the data and use machine learning algorithms to build the model. Our next step is train the model. Basically, now the next step is train the model. In this step, we train our model to improve its performance for better outcomes of the problems. We use data sets to train the model using various machine learning algorithms. So training a model is required so that it can understand the various patterns and rules and features. Likewise, our next step is test model. Once our machine learning model has been trained on a given data set, then we test the model. So in this step, we check for the accuracy of our model by providing a test data sets to it. So basically, testing the model is determine the percentage accuracy of the model as per the requirement of project, or we can say problem. Now our next step is deployment. So the last step, this is the last step of machine learning life cycle, where we deploy the model in the real world system. If the prepared model is producing an accurate result as per our requirement with accepted speed, then we deploy the model in the real system. But before deploying the project, we will check whether it is improving its performance using available data or not. And the deployment phase is similar to making the final report for a project.